Cheerio. So I'm working on another video, but today on my mail route, I listened to the Lauren Arnold interview with CBI, and I had never listened to that before. So I have some thoughts on that. But I'll tell you, one of my girlfriends from work, and this girl is young, 22, 24. She said, I watched your videos, and, you're all over the place. And then I sat there for a minute and went, well, Meredith is all over the place. That's just who she is. So I apologize. I will maybe try to work on getting a little semblance into my videos. Oh, look at that. You're supposed to make a wish when that happens. At least that's what we did when we were young. So, quick another thing about Claire. Claire's boyfriend is fat, and that's P-H-A-T. My mail truck broke down one evening, and Claire had to come pick me up. And her truck is driving into the farm where I am, and we're on the phone. And I'm telling her to take a right. And she's turning into a field. And she's like, but I can't. And in my head, I'm thinking, how dumb is this girl? Take a fucking right. Well, she actually did take a left. It was my right. I was the dumb one. But Claire, if you're watching, hello, and your fat boyfriend. So, anyway. Okay, Lauren Arnold. I liked her. I posted a little quick short video on NK, and I'm thinking about her. I'm just trying to get my things together about NK. But my first thought, I liked Lauren. She wasn't whiny like NK was, and I was shocked that NK was such a teeny bopper. But no, I liked her. So Lauren went to the house that Monday night, that first night. And when she got to the house, Nick and Amanda Thayer were there. Remember, I couldn't remember her name earlier. Amanda Thayer, the educated woman who joined an MLM. I'm really curious if she's still in it. I really want to know if Nicole Atkinson is still selling Thrive. My guess is she's not. Because she had half of a brain on her head. Well, she had a whole brain on her head prior. Shannon was the one that screwed her into that MLM. But so she gets to that house that first night. Nick and Amanda are there. And Lauren said she felt very uncomfortable. She had never met them before. But they were also very defensive of Chris. Lauren made the comment that, have you gone out just looking around? And Chris didn't even get a chance to speak. Nick jumped right in. The cops told him not to. And I believe Lauren even says that she looks at Chris and says, are you going to let him speak for you? And Chris went into, well, the cops told me not to look around. There's no point. And then Lauren asked a couple other questions. And she says Amanda was kind of bitchy with how defensive she was. And they were going to take Chris home with them that night to take care of him. Do you remember, any of you all watch the park interview with Nick and Amanda? I think it's Thursday after all this happens. And they're just devastated. They can't believe that they let this killer sleep across the hall from their 5-year-old child. Okay. Well, they weren't feeling that way for a long, long, long time. So I'm thinking that they did that interview to ease some of their own guilt for how maybe nasty they were. Apparently they were a little nasty. Lauren brought this up, and I thought it was quite funny. She says that Dieter wouldn't go anywhere near Chris, that he avoided Chris. To me, that's interesting. You realize Dieter saw everything. Our animals see everything. They know everything. But Dieter knew Shannon was dead. Animals have instinct. He could probably, I'm sorry, she defecated right there. He could probably smell that. That was just more. But I found that cool. That Dieter had such a good insight. The detective says, did it ever occur to you that Chris had done something? And it did. I believe even that first Monday afternoon, she was already weary of Chris. But everybody says, Shannon didn't do it. No. She would never hurt those kids. Okay. You really should say the exact same thing about Chris. Wasn't everyone just as shocked that he became a monster? Yes, they were. I mean, this man he parented these children, except for that that little 90-minute span in the morning that Shannon had to get the girls ready for school. School. Chris did everything. He picked them up from school. He made them dinner. He gave them their drugs, their bedtime drugs. He read their stories and he put them to bed. Shannon didn't do anything. Why? Because she was doing this. Goodness, it stresses me out. I have told you recently of making an effort to not have my phone in my hand all the time. I'm making more of an effort now. Oh, I also recommend that everybody deactivate their Facebook and get off of it. Well, I guess that lots of you listened because Facebook dropped by $25 or $29 billion. Zuckerberg had his first loss of users. So thank you for listening to me, because you guys know that was all me. Something that Lauren said that I found interesting. I'm almost wondering if she was speaking to Kevin Kovac, because the voice was kind of like Nicole Kessinger's, when that dude. But he made the comment that was the online presence that Shannon gave different from reality. Oh, Chevrolet. I'm a bow tie girl. On a quiet night, you can hear a Ford rust. And Lauren said that she felt like it was pretty real. The things that Shannon were saying were real. Okay, we know that's not true. They were painfully broke. So that part of her little, everything is wonderful. Thrive so you can make money and better your life. Okay, well, that was a lie. And I guarantee in just about every single video, she said, join my team. She was lying. She knew that if you join her team, you're not going to make it to the 1%. But multiple people talked about how Shannon never, ever didn't have her phone in her hand. Chris talks about how when they would go upstairs to their bedroom at night, they didn't turn the television on. Side note, no television in your bedroom. No. We have no television in our bedroom. I don't want a TV in my bedroom. I'll admit there's maybe 3 times a year that I wish there were one in there. When I'm not feeling well, I would kind of like a television in my bedroom. But no, you don't go to your bed to watch TV. But they would go up to bed and watch TV. And Chris would complain because she never put her foot down. Or her phone down. Her foot. She always put her foot down. Goodness. Lauren talks about how clean their house was. She never understood how Shannon was able to keep such a clean house. What? Her husband did it. Chris kept that house clean. Shannon probably didn't even know where the laundry room was. They both admit that he did all the laundry. Think about the closet, by colors. A dude did that. She forced him to do that because no dude is going to put their closet by colors. She made him do that. And this man was just wrapped around her finger and did anything she said. Her shit did not stink to this man. It probably stunk on August 13th, but now look, that was a really nasty joke. But it's the very end of the video, and there's probably not many of you still watching. But if you're still watching now, thank you. I'm kind of shocked. Hit like, hit subscribe. God bless America.